When we hear the word sustainability, we tend to think in terms of environment and natural resources. But sustainability principles are equally relevant to the other parts of our lives, including our health, happiness, and collective well-being. For those of us seeking for a more satisfying and sustainable way of life, nature's lesson about that works and does not can help point the way. Imagine a tree in full bloom, its root sunk into the rich earth, and its branches covered with thousands of bloom, all emitting a lovely fragrance and containing thousands of seeds, capable of producing many more trees. A petal begin to fall and covering the ground of blanket of white flowers and scattering the seeds anywhere. Some of the seed will take root, but the vast majority will simply break down along with the spent petals, becoming parts of the soil that nourishes the tree along the thousands of plants and animals. Looking at these scenes, thus we shake our heads at the senseless waste, mess, and efficiency. Does it look like the tree is working too hard, showing signs of strain or collapse? Of course not, but why not? Well, for one thing, because the whole process is beautiful, abundant, and pleasure proceeding, we enjoy seeing and smelling tree in full bloom. We're pleased by the idea of trees multiplying and anywhere for miles around seems to benefit in the process. The entire life cycle of the tree is rewarding, and the only waste involving as abundant short of nutrient cycling that only leads to more good thing. Best of all, this shows productivity and generosity seems to come quite naturally to the tree. It shows signs of discontent and resentment. In fact, it looked like the tree keeping and identifying with nothing but good, sustainable outcome. In the human reality, in most cases, isn't quite as pretty as cherry tree in full bloom. We can work just so hard and consume just so much before we begin to experience both diminishing personal returns and increasing degenerative costs. And when enough of us are in chronologically diminished state of well-being, the effect is short of social and moral population. If we only humans could be lucky and wise enough to live this way, using our resources and energy to such good thing, make useful, beautiful, extravagant contributions, and producing nothing but nourishes byproduct in the process. If only our version of rampant production and consumption procedure, so much pleasure and value, and so little exhaustion, anxiety, depletion, and waste. We had prepared a life that feels good in the moment, but that also lays the ground for the promising future, a life like a cherry tree that contributes something of value and benefits and enriches the life of others, for at least does not cause them anxiety and harm. We need to create something better, and that to happen, we must begin to consider which part of our lives contribute to the tree branch of health, vibrancy, and abundance, and which do not.